Hi everybody and welcome to our YouTube channel. We are as always your hosts Arne and Carlos, and today we've got a nice little tutorial about weaving in threads.
Because we have some questions. How do you weave in the loose ends?
And we're going to show you.
I'm going to show you how we do it. There are probably a lot of different ways to do it, but this is how we do it.
And last but not least, don't forget to turn on your notifications so that you never miss an episode ever. Now Arne, that's something you have to remember too.
You've done it for me.
Oh yeah, but remember to turn on your notifications on your phone.
Oh yeah, okay. So let's start and weave in ends. So today we're going to show you how to weave in ends because we have a lot of questions about how we do it, and I guess there's like a little different ways to do it, but this is how we do it. So I'm working on this hat with many colors, so there's like a lot of loose ends on this one. So when you start weaving in your ends, you have to check that, like if I start with this bluish color, I have to check that the stitch looks nice on the inside before I sew it down, because you know sometimes you could kind of pull it too much or things like that. So check the stitches on the outside, then that they look good, and then you can start weaving in the end. So the yarn came from that side, so then I will weave in on this side, and I prefer to go like up like this. På skrå. What's that in English?
Sideways or
sideways.
Diagonally maybe.
Diagonal. Because if you do it that way and you don't attach it correctly, you can pull the knit and then it will pop out. But if you go this way, I feel more comfortable, or it feels more safe. And I also like to go back into the yarn and then just a little bit more up, because this way you block the yarn on the way. And now I go down diagonal. Was that the right word?
Yeah.
And you work in the bar on the back of the stitches, like this.
I can hear Freya at a distance. There's probably a moose.
A moose again?
Moose, Freya, moose.
And then you can do it one more time. But if you do it properly, you don't have to do a lot of this, but just so you're sure that it's not popping out. And when you cut the yarn, like I like to cut it like a little bit longer.
Yeah, and then pull the knit.
Yeah, because then when you pull it, it doesn't pop out and it doesn't come out on this side.
And then eventually it will go in there. Once you pull like that, it will
stay there. So don't cut it too short, because then it will pop out again. So if I take this rust or brown, or it's really hard to tell the name of some of the colors.
No, I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I only know it's felted tweed.
It's felted tweed.
That's all I remember about this yarn.
So,
but the color I don't remember.
The stitch looks okay. And on this side, as you see, the yarn came from that way. So then I go this way to make the stitch nice like that, and don't pull too hard. And again I go into the yarn and then into the bars, and again, oh, she's crazy now.
Yeah, well, there must be more than a moose in the garden then.
Maybe it's the postman.
And a couple of moose.
And a couple of moose. One day we will show you the picture of the moose, or
well, I mean, we've never actually seen it when she barks at it, but
she probably sees it.
She sees it.
Look.
The moose is very elusive, like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's okay. I leave that one.
Yeah. So turn it around. And you have a beautiful hat. Still have a few more ends to weave in.
More ends to weave in.
But I'm sure that it goes pretty quickly once you start. It's not that much work.
No, but when you have a lot of colors, you will have a lot of tails on one line on your knitwear. So then you have to be careful to go like not too much on top of each other, just go a little bit away from each other.
So that's your tip. Be careful and don't go too crisscross too much.
Yeah, because then your fabric, it will be very thick where you sew in the tails. So try to put them like in their own space.
Okay, that's a great tip for everybody to know. And then I guess we'll just keep weaving on these ends, or you will keep weaving on these ends, or I can do it. I'm going to be doing it your way now. I have my own way of doing it, but today it's Arne's way, or the highway, so I'm going to do it Arne's way.
You can show your way.
No, we'll do it your way. And anyway, you can get the pattern for this hat. It's called Tobias, and you can get that on our website. Just go to arnecarlos.com and select shop from the menu, and you will get it there. So,
and if there's any other tips you want to see, we can just let us know, because we can answer stuff.
Write it down.
If we know. If we don't know, we come
that's
up
a good
with
idea,
something.
because we take a lot of things for granted. A lot of things that are easy for us are difficult for other people, and sometimes we don't even think about those things. It's like, because we kind of take it for granted. If there's things that you would like to see, very basic things like, weaving in threads is one. There's probably a dozen other very, for us, simple things that we don't think of as things people will want to know. But if you want to know, pop it down in the comments field. We'll read it and we will see what we can do for you.
Yeah. Should I weave in a little bit more?
Let's weave in some more, or you weave some more ends. I'm going to go get another hat and weave some ends your way to see how it works.
Yeah.
And we look forward to seeing you again next week with a new episode. And remember that the best way to get all the information first is also to subscribe to our mailing list, which you can get on our blog. So thank you so much for watching, and see you again next week. Bye.
Bye.